Comicsfan91? Well, I'll tell you about Comicsfan91. All the actors in our videos are clones of us. It's only the real us in updates like this. It all started back in 2008 with my creation of Koopa King 96, a clone of me.
Koopa King began to create toy reviews and had quite a large following on YouTube in 2009.
Comicsfan, however, was another clone I created, a clone gone wrong. He had a surreal personality. He soon began to make videos on his own, videos that made no sense at all.
When Comicsfan saw how popular Koopa King was and how low his fan base was, he tried to commit suicide by shooting himself and taking potions that turn him to a monster and die. Nothing worked.
Comicsfan soon decided to take action against Koopa King. Comicsfan created a disguise called Jeff the Killer, a spin-off of a comic book he read based on a real serial killer. He made promo videos for his character, and once he had established Jeff, he killed Koopa King and blamed it on Jeff. Comicsfan now had control of Koopa King's channel. Everything turned surreal.
In April 2010, right around the death of Koopa King, I created Baby Productions, a clone of me. He started making videos and found out that Koopa King, who he had grown to be friends with, had been murdered. Comicsfan, in his Jeff disguise, threatened Babygate not to take action against him. So Comicsfan would not know it was him creating a secret rebellion. He disguised himself as a man named Stabber, also based on a comic book.
But soon, with the help of Dr. Manhattan, Koopa King returned and fought and killed Comicsfan. But Koopa King was still never quite the same. His videos gradually became farther from the toy and movie reviews they once were, and became more like Comicsfans. From being exposed to the power of Comicsfan, the surrealism rubbed off on Koopa King.
When the original Comicsfan was killed by Koopa King, his soul left his body and roamed the dimension, taking control of many clones. For example, Fashion Killer and Tribal Killer were clones of Peter and I, possessed by Comicsfan.
Comicsfan's soul soon stopped making videos on its own, and decided to keep trying to sabotage ours by taking over clones and trying to kill us. Recently, Comicsfan went completely insane, vowing to kill us both. We were both being very cautious, for at any time, he could strike.
Non mi piace, 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 non